Hello everybody, it's Jeb and welcome to Formula 1 2020 the game. Now, you may be wondering after that nice cinematic intro why the car liveries are different, because of course Williams did not actually run a blue livery in real life, and why on earth is an Alpine in the game when the rebrand is for 2021. And that's because I'm running a 2021 concept liveries mod for the game. Now, just a few disclaimers I've got to get out of the way first. This video is live commentary, so I'm going to be a lot more sort of stuttery and sort of make breaks like you're hearing right now as I struggle to find the words of what to say. But this mod was made by my good friend Adrian Jeremiah, who has a company called AdrianSGDesign. It's excellent stuff. I've left a link to his Twitter below. You should definitely check some of it out. As well as this, unfortunately we cannot change the names of the teams and drivers. So although Yuki Tsunoda's driver model, for example, is in the game, he will be displayed as Daniil Kvyat. And although the Aston Martin team livery is there, and both Vettel and Stroll are sort of seen driving, the team's name will remain BWT Racing Point, and the drivers will remain Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll as denoted on the menu. So here's the Mercedes, largely unchanged from 2020 apart from more red stripes. The Ferrari, bit more black on the halo in the rear with the number 55, because of course Carlos Sainz Jr. will be racing for them. We've got Red Bull here, largely unchanged. McLaren, of course we've seen the real 2021 McLaren, it's got rather more blue, but I think I like the black better. It sort of accentuates the McLaren more. Now of course here we have Renault, or of course it's Alpine as the decals say, and Adrian's gone for a wonderful light blue, white and red colour scheme to fit with the colours of Alpine and the French flag, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. I wasn't sure whether I'd be a fan of the light blue, but it's really grown on me. AlphaTauri, again, not much different. BWT Racing Point, or of course Aston Martin. And this is obviously the biggest change, Aston Martin being the new team on the grid for 2021. And I've got to say this livery looks absolutely incredible. The Aston Martin roundel there on the side of the car, the light green accents with the black and the sort of bluish dark green. It's brilliant. I'm really pleased with how Adrian's done it here. Now Alfa Romeo, a bit of a change in the colour palette with of course sort of a red running across the top. More All-in sponsorship. Yeah. And then we've got Haas, who have number 9 on there because, you know, this will be Nikita Mazepin's car, as you can see from the N Mazepin sticker on the side. And Williams, which has a striking livery of light blue, dark blue and white. I think this is absolutely a brilliant choice. It really accentuates the car. It's sort of, you know, how alternate kits go for football teams. This is the alternate kit I would have wanted for a Williams livery. With that all sorted then and a good look around at the teams, let us go back and have a look at the drivers and maybe have a race or two. So we'll be going into the Grand Prix mode, selecting F1 2020. I think for the first race we will drive as we'll drive as Mick Schumacher. Of course, because of the naming thing, even though Mick Schumacher is visible here and he has his well textured overalls and stuff courtesy of Adrian's excellent design, he will be named Kevin Magnussen in the menus and on the screen, which is unfortunate, but because of the way F1 2020 is coded, we cannot change that. So we will take Mick Schumacher to one of my favourite tracks, and it's an unpopular opinion, but I really like Baku. It's sort of hit or miss whether it's going to be an exciting race, but I really like how sort of tight it is, the mix of high speed and low speed. I think it's an excellent circuit. So we're just going to go 3 laps, and I'll put the AI level at 90. We'll do a one-shot qualifying. Yep, looks all in order. I'm not... Well, I used to be very good at the game, but I'm really out of practice with F1 2020, so I'll be on full traction. This will, you know, still be live commentary, so you'll get to see all my slip-ups, flashbacks, all that rubbish. Yeah, so without further ado, here we go. So here we are then with Mick Schumacher in Baku. I'll just put on my Baku setup. I think I've got one. Must be here somewhere. Azerbaijan. There we go. Yep. Of course, you can see the Uralchem sponsor with the Mazepin family sponsoring Haas this season. Of course, Nikita Mazepin being sort of shunted as a pay driver into the seat at Haas, thanks to his father's considerable amount of money. I mean, if you thought Lawrence Stroll was rich, he's got, I think his net worth is somewhere in the neighborhood of about $2 billion. Mazepin is worth 8.7 million, so 8.7 billion, sorry, so a lot more. Haas, in terms of the actual team, are not sort of planned to be very good in 2021, I'm afraid. They've had some, shall we say, financial issues. The loss of both Grosjean and Magnussen, their long-time, dependable, excellent drivers, has kind of hit them hard. Oh, there's a bit of a oversteer there. Up into the castle section, where Charles Leclerc famously hit the wall in 2019. We avoid that today. We're quite a way down the order. The predictive mechanism thing there says 17th place, which is obviously not good. Now 18th place. Blame that on my horrifically poor driving. Obviously I'm trying to commentate in the video as I drive, so it's a little distracting, but you know, I'm sure it'll still be enjoyable regardless. This will obviously be quite a long video. It'll all be one take, so I do apologise if this kind of thing isn't your speed. I know it's different to my regular content, so yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. But here we go, up to the checkered flag. Where are we? I think we were 15th. Yep, 15th for Mick Schumacher in Azerbaijan. Do we out-qualify our teammate, the notorious Nikita Mazepin? For tomorrow's race, and yes, we do. Mazepin is 17th. So we've got Max Verstappen on pole with the two Mercedes behind him. Perez, well, it'll be Vettel in the Aston Martin in 4th. Perez in the Red Bull in 5th. I'm having to remember all the 2021 drivers. Stroll in the Aston Martin in 6th. Ricciardo in the McLaren. Alonso, in the Alpine 7th, Ocon in the other Alpine 8th, Lando Norris in the McLaren 9th, and Daniel Ricciardo 10th for McLaren. Alright, let's get on with the race. Here we are then on the starting grid in Baku with Mick Schumacher. Obviously it's raining. I had to cut Crofty off before he started his qualifying order spiel, but the rain will equalise the grid, hopefully throw a bit of spice into the mix. I'm not a great driver, but hopefully we'll gain some positions, finish higher than P15. Without further ado, let's get on with it. We've got our Tsunoda ahead of us, Gasly beside us, 5 red lights, and away we go. It's a pretty good start. Whoa, Tsunoda gets a poor start, and we are around the inside. The 2 Ferraris just ahead of us. That's a bit of a poor qualifying, and they're going 3 wide into turn 1. Ricciardo, Norris and Leclerc. We are through though. Oh, had to brake hard. Oh, they're pushing Leclerc into the wall, the two McLarens. It's a bit of a poor run. That's Sainz alongside, Ricciardo ahead. I'm a bit boxed in. I'm going to brake early. Around the outside. Retake that position from Sainz. Sorry if I'm not very good. I'm trying to race sort of cleanly so I don't have to keep flashbacking. And I'm trying to commentate at the same time, which is a bit strenuous. Oh, massive overshoot there. And that's brought Sainz right back up against us. Into the castle section now. Braking hard and early. Keeping it out of the wall. And that's Ricciardo ahead, obviously, in the McLaren. Sainz behind us. We've got a bit of a truly train developing. Thanks to, obviously, the Haas not being very good. And also my atrocious driving skill. Braking hard there into the turn. Very nearly hitting the wall. Sainz is literally like on our bumper. Like I cannot look behind me because his car just fills the screen. Oh, bit of a touch with the wall. Oh, Tsunoda getting stuck in there, passing the Ferrari. We've got a little bit of a wing damage. But we've only got 2 laps to go though, so hopefully it'll be alright. Getting a bit sort of adventurous with track limits. Oh, that was close. I nearly went head on into the wall there. Major mistake by me, and that's allowed Tsunoda to close back up. He's alongside us now. But no, we're going to hold the position around the outside. Another contact with the wall, but it was only a tap. Well, it didn't sound like it in all fairness. Here we go then, up to the chicane, brake early. I'm not going to go wide again this time. We kind of did, but it's fine. Of course, I have a pretty abysmal car compared to nearly everyone behind me, especially the Ferrari, drifting there. Bit too trigger happy with the throttle response, and we started doing a bit of a drifto, bit of an initial D. I mean, we do have a white and black car. There's a bit more of a drift there. Got the counter steer into those killers. Tsunoda, whoa, dropping behind there. I'm not sure what happened. Did I cut him off? And obviously I cannot brake, so I will use a flashback there. Did I cut Tsunoda off? I might have done, but he was right behind me and then he just dropped back massively. Oh, it's because he was fighting with, well, obviously it says Vettel, but that is Sainz. This naming mod thing has got me a little confused, I will be honest. Here we go, into the S-bends. I think we have... And there we go, broken again. Flashbacking that. No one wants to see me do the last lap with about as much downforce as a 3-legged horse. Keep it on the wall. There's a bit of a tap there. No, it's all good. And look at the Ferrari straight line speed, just nyom. Although, strangely, that wasn't actually shown this year, and I'm pulling away, question mark? What on earth is happening?
This is your final lap of the race.
The AI in this game are confusing, man. Up, over the curb. Heavy braking into turn 2. Don't make the same mistake as last time. Nope, we don't. Switching off overtake mode. Going to the inside. Over the curb there. No drifting. No spins. Vettel, obviously. Well, no, that's signs. That's signs. In the Ferrari behind us, obviously much faster car. Can we hold him off? Oh, he's going for the move. Will he get to keep the position though? Oh, he's getting a bit bouncy with us, and I've accidentally clicked the flashback button. No, no, no. Take it back. Oh, sorry. Okay, yep, we'll use the flashback then. I meant to do that. Meant to do that. That was completely intentional. Side by side, getting a better exit, and we take the lead into the castle section. That was pretty cool. A little drift as well there, a little drifterini. And look at the amount of time we've lost to Ricardo. That's just silly. That's 7.5 seconds. I'm sorry, Mick. I've ruined your reputation before it started, and I've lost downforce. Look at the massive trolley train behind me. You're gonna have to do the last stretch, last sprint to the line with a damaged front wing. Put it into Rich Mix. Max Verstappen wins for Red Bull, but no, that's me into the wall. As I was saying, Max Verstappen winning for Red Bull. And now the sort of hardest bit with damaged front wing. Okay, no, that's fine, we can deal with it. We just got to stay ahead. Sonoda in the slipstream. Sainz in the slipstream behind him. Here we come up to the line. And there we go. P12 for Mick Schumacher. You can see there M. Schumacher on the side of the halo. Driver of the day, Charles Leclerc. He started, I think, 12th, 11th. I don't know where he ended up, though. We shall see in just a second. Here we are then. I'm competing with Crofty and Anthony. Shut up. Max Verstappen obviously getting fastest lap, race win from pole. Bottas less than a second behind. Lewis less than 2 seconds behind. And then we've got some changes here. So Leclerc got driver of the day from going from 11th to 9th. I didn't get driver of the day and I went from 15th to 12th. Rude. Yeah, but obviously it's a 3-lap race, so not much changes. I had a massive trolley train there, about 8 seconds down, and you know, I led everyone home. But hey ho, that's racing, and I think that'll be Haas this year. On to the next race then. So here we are, choosing our next race and team. So I think for this last race of the video, we're going to go with the Aston Martin with that beautiful green, lime and black livery. And we're going to go with Sebastian Vettel because of course him and Aston Martin are going to be a really popular pairing to support this year. Now I'm going to go with Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix. I've played it a lot in Assetto Corsa Competizione, but not much in the F1 games, so you know, it'll be a relative lack of inexperience compared to the last race in Baku. I'll tile down the AI because I want to do a bit more battles here. Qualifying, why not? So here we are then in the pit garage just before the Dutch Grand Prix, and I love those little qualifying cinematics, they're great. I don't know if I've got a Dutch set up. Let me just check a Rooney. I do not. Or do I have one in here? No. So I'm going to take a guess and just go with the default setup. Here we are on the famous Zandvoort banking, ready to start our flying lap. It's a one-shot chance thing. We're going to need to have a good lap in here in order to set us up well for the race. And, well, that's not a great run through turn 1, but We're still in P1 according to the position indicator, so that can't be all bad. Unfortunately, Zandvoort's long sweeping bends are not suited to the jerky control inputs on a Xbox pad. So, we shall see where this puts us. That's a really bad exit from that sweeping right-hander. I've got onto the grass. No, I want to keep that poor exit, because, you know, it was bad. I admit my mistake. But for some reason, my controller stick sort of went a bit whack when I was going through that corner and I went onto the grass. We are 4th, with Perez's name, of course, on there. And I don't know what I was expecting there. My controller joystick seems to be having a bit of a problem. It won't turn properly. Oh yeah, bit of a run over the curb there. Put us in P6. Run over the curb again on the exit. P5, P5. DRS open, P6. It was a bad exit there from the last banking. Yeah, P6 for Sebastian Vettel. That was a really sloppy lap. I could have done much better, but yeah. Did we out-qualify Lance? No, Lance out-qualified us by less than half a tenth, or just over half a tenth actually. Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen is in the middle of a Mercedes sandwich, and Carlos Sainz 4th. So here we are on the grid. Before I was interrupted by the engineer, I was going to say, here we are on the grid in Zandvoort with Sebastian Vettel, of course, not the best qualifying. We are P6. We had Anthony Davidson sharing his racing wisdom, of course. I think he's raced here in GT cars, so he'll have a bit of knowledge. But anyway, enough talk, let's race. $20,000 horsepower firing up on the grid. The lights are out and we're off. There's a bit of wheel spin ahead and it's a good start from us. We are scything down the inside there. And wow, that was close. And there's a bit of contact. We are going to take P3 from Valtteri Bottas. And Lance Stroll, actually, our teammate, getting around Bottas as well. Awesome stuff. What a start. Anyway, here we are slotting in behind Max Verstappen, who has sort of allowed the chaos behind him to build a gap. We are using all our overtake though, and we are gaining. Ever so slowly, we are gaining. Of course, the Aston Martin is a much better car than the Haas we drove in the last race. There's a bit of a skid there. I touched the inside curb. We're within DRS, but that's obviously not come into play yet. Oh, getting a bit adventurous, bit cheeky over the curbs there. Yep, the sweeping bend's really not suited to the pad's stick, if you like. We've really got to claw back some of this drop time. We are really low on extra fuel for some reason. So that is unfortunate for our fuel margins, but hey. Oh, onto the gravel, and we're round. And I've pressed flashback. I was meaning to actually see the crash, but I was going to flashback anyway, so I've missed that. It's no skin off my bones, I was going to say, before my poor reactions and awful driving ability stripped me of my ability to do so. Purple first sector. We have gained quite a lot on young Max Verstappen. Actually, I had a laugh at Max's expense the other day. I surprisingly did not know that Max's middle name was actually Emilian. Max Emilian Verstappen. I would like, even though I hate Jos Verstappen because he was a dick to Max, I would like to clap him on the back for possibly the greatest naming of his child. The funniest in-joke. I bet that comes up all the time at family gatherings. Oh, Max Emilian. Anyway, Lewis Hamilton setting the fastest lap. We had a bit of a scrappy Sector 3. And I'm just trying to recover my embarrassment from my absolutely terrible Jos Verstappen impression, which doesn't happen. He does not laugh like Goofy the dog from Mickey Mouse. Do apologise if Jos Verstappen's lawyers are going to beat down my door and stove my head in. Here we go through the corners, and we are losing touch to Max. DRS is available, but we are not going to get it unless we pull some real cats out of the bag. We're also negative on our fuel delta, so we're going to need to tone this down a bit, I think. And we have stayed in overtake mode for reasons that are not clear to you or me. Again, adventurous cheeky over that curb. Oh, and yeah, I buggered it. Well, no worries, no skin off my bones. Oh, we've gone a bit into the gravel there. But here we are. Oh, it's a 5-lap race. I nearly swerved and weaved across the line. Yep, that wouldn't have been good for a 5-lap race to prematurely celebrate a podium on lap 3. And now, because I ran in rich mode and overtake mode accidentally all of last lap, I now have to conserve everything because I thought this race was 3 laps and not 5. Then braking at the 50 meter board. Braking distances are really weird actually for Zandvoort. The racing line is a little bit off. I don't have enough capability, and Stroll actually is steaming up behind us. Of course we are in lean, so
Our gap to the car in front is 3.9 seconds.
yeah, we lost about a second to Max. Tap the wall there, and that's just opened the door wide for Stroll. He's going to have me for breakfast, lunch and dinner. I've just kicked open the door and said, hello Lance, come on in, having a nice party here, and you're free to the position. You love my P3, you can have it, it's fine.
This is your final lap of the race.
I am well famous for being a truly train, actually. It's part of my sort of stand-up comedy routine. Jeb, who cannot drive a car and constantly commits truly trains by driving incredibly slowly in front of way faster cars. Here we are going through the... I like this part of the track, the sort of long curving, sort of slightly uphill, and this downhill corner here is another favourite of mine. I really like Zandvoort as a track. I think it doesn't quite go as well with modern F1 as it does with like GT cars and the like, but each to their own, I suppose. And I did it again. I forgot to go off overtake mode and whatnot, and now I've literally got like no extra fuel margins. I feel really bad for Lance. Lance is getting the Ricardo treatment from last race. stuck behind me. There we go. Taking a podium for Sebastian Vettel.
We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Third place in the Dutch Grand Prix, even though I thought the race ended after lap 3. And driver of the day is a circle. Actually, it's Sebastian Vettel, who has legally changed his name to Sergio Perez and moved to Mexico. So here we are then. Lewis Hamilton won the race with the fastest lap from Max Verstappen, who was just less than 3 tenths behind. I got P3 ahead of Stroll, who was just 2 tenths behind or so. And then we had a bit of a truly train with Bottas, Sainz, Perez, Ricciardo, Leclerc and Alonso. Oh god, I have to remind myself of 2021 drivers every time I go through this list. But anyway, that was the last race of the episode. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's something a lot different. Back in the day when I first made this channel, it was all gaming videos, so hopefully if you liked it, let me know and I will make some more gaming videos in the future. Maybe we'll do a 2021 livery career mode, so if you'd like that, leave a like, subscribe, have a look at my Twitter in the description, let me know, reach out, don't be a stranger, and cheers, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.